Hi, Tom Walls, Carbide Processors. Told you about my new Pro Scope, the 30 fixed focus microscope, digital, 30 power, 2 light sources. Anyway, we buy and sell stuff from good companies. We go to a lot of work to check them out, check out their reputation for not only quality but dependable quality. There are various sayings. Even a blind pig can find an acorn occasionally. Even a blind squirrel can find a peanut occasionally. There are companies that have got a roller coaster for quality, and in 30 years of the business, I have seen companies go from being the best in the industry to the worst to back to the best, and so on. So anyway, we use the Pro Scope a lot, even though we buy tools from good people because nobody's perfect. This is a router bit. And when I first got it and first looked at it, it looked like a really good router bit. No obvious problems. Turns out that there's a grinding issue on it that you can see. Once you know it's there, you can see it. This corner has been burnt and dubbed just a little bit. This corner isn't burnt, but it is got a little dubbing in it. And by a dubbing, I mean that this is supposed to be a 90-degree angle, and it's not as sharp. There's a little bit of a land on the corner. I think a big part of this comes from an overdependence on automatic equipment. The automatic grinders in use today on tools are beautiful machines. Very, very accurate, very, very repeatable, but they're still heavily operator dependent. One of the first things I learned when I bought a CNC mill was that you need a CNC programmer who better also be a machinist, because there's still, no matter how CNC it is, no matter how automatic it is, there's still a great deal of knowledge required. You have to listen to it to make sure that the wheel's grinding right. You have to make sure that your wheel's in shape. You really have to know the programming. My guess is that when you're grinding something and you come to the end and that wheel starts coming off, there's pressure behind the wheel, and there's a lot of pressure behind the wheel grinding carbide. So you're okay here, you're okay here. When you start to get to the end, particularly down here where most of that wheel's off, all the pressure on the wheel is coming on the end, and I think that's where the carbide dubbing is coming from. Anyway, it's a little thing. This is still a really good router bit. This is still a better than good enough router bit, but it could be slightly better. And that's what we look for all the time, to take things that are good now and make them better. So that's it. That's we buy from the very best. We buy from people we can trust, but we still watch them. We still double check. I pay my taxes in full and on time. Yeah, I know. But anyway, I do. But I have an accountant come in monthly, quarterly, annually. We're in Washington State, the United States. We've got a lot of taxes. But just to make sure that everything, double check me and make sure everything's done right. So that's what we do with the tools we sell to make sure that you get really good tools. Thank you. Have a good weekend. Bye.